Geeks! Today is Friday, 7th of September 2012. My name is Geeky Bobz and you are watching Thank Bobz It's Friday. A show where I just go through briefly to my week, or not my week, just PC gaming in general, what has happened, what I found interesting, and also what I will do in the future, coming weeks, not just next week, but just in general. Right. So the first thing I want to talk about is Ubisoft. Most of you have probably heard about, know about the fact that they have had this insanely stupid DRM on most of their games. Most recently, Anno 2070, I think it's called. Players have been complaining about the fact that they couldn't play single player without, being online, and it sucks. I haven't had first-hand experience, but my girlfriend bought the game and she has had problems with that because her internet was down for a while and she couldn't play it, and it fucking sucked. They have or they will fix this. They have had an awesome interview with Rock Paper Shotgun. I will link here for you to that page, and you should definitely read that because it's really good. They did a really good job with asking the questions and not just backing down on their questions, because Ubisoft has been pretty shitty towards PC gamers the last 5 years or whenever, and it sucks. But it sounds like even though the questions were good, they still gave very corporate answers, like we can't answer that, and they've said that they have data to support their claims that piracy has gone down, but yet nobody really wants to give that information out, and they give corporate answers like we can blah 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 blah, but we think and we will go do this and make it better. So I guess it's Ubisoft's word, and we'll have to wait and see if actually they come through with these pretty good comments that they had about what they want to do for their PC games, which is single player. Even in multiplayer games, the single player should be playable offline and you shouldn't have to be online for it, which is great. Also, they fixed this problem where zero keys apparently has been a problem. I have never really played any Ubisoft games on PC recently, so I wouldn't know, but even people that had to change the graphics card, they certainly couldn't install the game because you only get like 3 installs per game, something stupid like that. They wanna remove that, and you can just install it and download it as many times as you want now, so which is great. I think I really hope that Ubisoft will stay true to this, and I hope they get it done. They fix this. Yeah, the next thing I want to talk to you about is this game called WarZ, the Survivor MMO zombie game. It's coming to us before the end of the year, or this fall. I'm not sure what that actually means. I think that is before the end of this year, right? It's gonna be, they claim, the first zombie MMO. WarZ is a horrible name, I must say. I mean, it's basically rip-off from DayZ, I guess. But apparently they want to take it to the AAA level, which I hate that word, but I don't hate it because our channel is called that, but it's pretty much to mock companies that use like, we have a AAA MMO coming up, which is horrible. But we'll see. It looks pretty polished, and it looks fairly interesting to see a game that is developed not by just modders, because mods tend to lack a lot of features and stay very buggy because those people do it for free and don't have that much time to actually perfect the game, whereas these people just make the game. And it's going to be interesting to see what it's like. There's some alpha footage on YouTube. I will put a link here to that vid, and you should definitely watch it. It looks pretty cool, and you can also pre-order right now. Or you can't pre-order, but if you press the pre-order button on the WarZ.com, you can sign up for the beta. Something you should definitely do to check this out. And I guess we'll see what it's going to be like. I hope it's going to be good. And then next thing, Trials is returning to the PC. Many of you probably know Trials from all the way back when it was a Flash game. They went over to Xbox, and it was also in PC when it went 3D. Then somewhere along the lines they stopped for PC and just went totally for Xbox Live and XPN. I don't know if PlayStation also has it, but Xbox definitely, and the latest one, Trials Evolution, has been very well received by the gaming community. I have an Xbox 360, but I never play on it. I can't be bothered to spend money on it because I know I will never sit down to play it because I fucking hate sitting on the couch playing on TV. When I want to sit on the couch, I don't want to watch TV and I want to have a controller in my hand and all that bullshit, right? So it's gonna be fun, interesting to see that they come back, and then hopefully we can enjoy it all together as a PC community, which will be fucking epic. Next, it kind of pains me to say this because I said that I would never, or I would not never, but I would lay this game down for a while. Mists of Pandaria, World of Warcraft. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna buy it. I got my girlfriend's account because she had a warrior, or actually she was eligible for Scroll of Resurrections, which I was not because I'm 1 more month away from it, and you know I want to play MOP. So, but. You know, I want to cover Mists of Pandaria because I think a game that I have played since the beginning has a special place in my heart. Even though last time I left, which was 4.2, like I did raid Firelands and that, and then, you know, I stopped because I really didn't like where the game was going. I mean, I enjoyed raiding, but I felt that the content was minimal, and besides raiding, there was not much to do unless you're really into PvP in a game, which I've never really been into. But yeah, Mists of Pandaria, you know, they promise all this cool stuff again. And you know what? I'm just gonna check it out. I'm not gonna tie myself to raiding just yet, but I'll probably get sucked into it at some point 2 nights a week, which is totally fine. But I want to cover it to you guys. I have some cool ideas though. I want to make a video where I do WoW Mists of Pandaria in a nutshell video. I feel like there's a lot of players that stop playing either in the beginning of Cataclysm or before Cataclysm, or like a little after Cataclysm came out, and maybe they're interested in what MOP has to offer, because most of people are like, they were like me, they're like, fuck pandas, screw Blizzard, you know, whatever. But I'm gonna try to give them an insight on what Mists of Pandaria is gonna be, what the last patch was, the 5.0 patch, what it all changed, and even some Fireland changes or some Cataclysm changes, and I'll do like what WoW is right now and what has changed the last year or so, and do that in a nutshell. One of those fast-paced videos, and hopefully people will find that interesting, and hopefully they get drawn into Mists of Pandaria somehow, you know. Then I'll also be covering some leveling, some questing, maybe dungeons, and maybe even some raids. I have to see what I'm gonna do with that. Just watching me level might be a bit too boring, so I might have to do something interesting with that. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll just let the DX story run while I play, and then just edit some nice videos from leveling, and then do that. That sounds pretty great. I also want to do Are You Ready for MOP, which is like, what do you do before you go into new expansion? Like, are you gonna gear up some alts? Are you gonna switch character? Are you gonna farm some mats to sell? Whatever, you know. Right, but it was the World of Warcraft. I will be playing it. I'm leveling my warrior from level 80, and you know, it's not that bad. That's what I'm gonna be doing as well. Then Guild Wars 2. I want to talk a little bit more about that. The game is still great. I love it. The combat is amazing. The art is awesome. The graphics are fantastic. But recently, my girlfriend had an issue. She lost a gold randomly, and she probably got hacked. I don't know. She lost a gold and like 2 weapons or something like that. Really weird. I don't really know what happened, but she had different passwords for her email and her login. They were pretty good passwords, you know, with random numbers and all that shit. She recently had a new laptop, so no malware or viruses or any kind of weird shit, no keyloggers. Then, but yeah, she wrote to support. A day later, she actually got an email back, which is great. They said that they cannot retrieve stolen gold. They also said that for in the future they will not be able to retrieve deleted characters and all that kind of stuff, which is kind of harsh, you know. I know that they just started and maybe that's not a big priority for them, but honestly, security is a big issue because, one, they have an in-game store where you can actually use your credit card and save that credit card. My girlfriend accidentally saved her credit card. Now, nobody stole her info or anything like that. I think she was in time and she actually changed her password and her email and everything. So it's alright. But still, a game that has that kind of stuff in-game with a store, I think personally they should have come out with authenticators or at least a little bit better security when it comes to that kind of stuff. Especially since they already have had an MMO in the past, or not really an MMO, but a multiplayer game that, you know, a mass amount of people play and can get hacked because there's gold involved. They should have definitely thought of authenticators, at least for mobile devices. It shouldn't be that freaking hard to implement. I think that's stupid and silly, and they need to get that fixed. And also, I really hope in the future that they can restore those things. Like, I am so used to World of Warcraft, like anything that gets lost, they will fix it. It might take a few days, but you get it back, and that has always been very great about Blizzard. And I really hope that ArenaNet learns from this. I really do. Because my girlfriend was pretty bummed out, because it was only a goal, but seriously, she got more bummed out by the fact that they said that they couldn't retrieve characters. And what if she get hacked at 80 and someone delete their account or her character, something that happened regularly in WoW, and you will not be able to get it back, and that's just fucking stupid, just because they can't be bothered to up their security a bit. So, that's one thing. Then I want to talk a bit more about Guild Wars 2, is the endgame. I've had some friends that are level 80 and, excuse me. I have some friends that are level 80 and they have been complaining that they're not sure what to do. They have been, one of my friends, he's not really a friend, he's more, you know, I see him as a friendly person. I used to raid with him at least, but I don't know him personally or anything. But he's very much a WoW raider, and he really enjoyed leveling in Guild Wars 2. I think he thinks it's a great game. He did not like dungeons, though he hasn't done it with guildies yet, I think. So maybe that's a bit misleading. I don't know. But I still haven't done dungeons yet. I'm gonna do that this weekend probably. Also, I'm not max level yet, but he said he feels like he doesn't know what to do. All the ways to get karma points have been disabled or something. I guess they're sort of exploits or something. I'm not sure. Also, you know, there's no purpose. A lot of items just replace items and don't add stats to your items, and that feels kind of lame, he says. And, you know, he's just walking around exploring, I guess. And for people that are used to real endgame content, this is really weird. He also killed the Zaitan the other day, and that's supposed to be like the biggest boss in the game right now. And I felt kind of, when he said that, I was like, what? Already? That's kind of weird. But I don't know. I guess I'm still enjoying myself. I'm gonna level to 80 and I'll see for myself. If I like dungeons, then I'll definitely keep playing. But if I end up not liking dungeons and, you know, there's not much to do with 80 besides PvP, I'll still PvP because it's a free-to-play game anyway, and the PvP is freaking great. So that's definitely a reason to keep playing. But I really hope ArenaNet comes with some updates on what they're gonna do regarding like bigger events. I want some events that need you to have 10 guildies together and do something, and, you know, actual like raid bosses. Maybe I want that. I really want that. I really think they can make that work, and I hope ArenaNet will give us something like that. Yeah. A few days ago, I actually experienced a good Guild Wars 2 boss. It was this giant, and I'll show you a video of it after this. I'll show you the video now, and I'll just keep it running when I'm done with this. It's pretty great. It was this giant elite, like literally a giant, and he did this. He did 3 attacks. He did one an AoE that pretty much one-shot you, so you had to dodge or stand all the way out of range, and this was like max range. So people that had abilities that were half range still got knocked back by that AoE. Then he also had a frontal cone stun thing, and he also had a mass fear. So it was pretty challenging, but because you did have to dodge at the right time. But it was, once you got used to it, was really not that hard. But the most exhausting part was that it had way too much HP, and that was kind of demoralizing. At least give him several phases or something like that. But it was pretty epic, and I'll show you the clip right now. I hope you'll enjoy it. Yeah. Furthermore, I played some more Guild Wars today. Actually, did some personal story that will come up on Monday. No more videos today besides this one. Yeah, I hope you check out my other videos. I did LA Noire and Imposters, Gotham City Imposters, free to play. Definitely check those games out. They're freaking fun and something to do. It's really fun. So next week I'll do some more personal story. I'm not sure if I'll cover any other games. Maybe do, I'm going to work on that WoW video that I talked about, and I'm going to still work on a Guild Wars 2 video on like why you want to play Guild Wars 2, why is it a good game, why is it so unique compared in contrary to World of Warcraft. Definitely look forward to that. I have to do some more videos on that and then start editing and then talk as well, do the commentary on it. So it will probably take another 1 or 2 weeks for either of those videos to come out. And yeah, you can look forward to that. This weekend I'll probably get Guild Wars 2 and maybe level some WoW, maybe even try to get my friends to play some Gotham City Imposters, because damn, that is pretty damn fun. Also, what are you gonna do this weekend? I hope you had a great week. I hope you will have a great weekend. Leave a comment below about what you're gonna do this weekend, and yeah, enjoy your weekend. Have fun.